Hello and welcome back to the Free Drum Lessons Secret Lessons.
Hey guys, what's up?
Yeah, the last secret lesson was on stick tricks, and I said in that lesson, make sure you guys post on Facebook, on our Facebook Free Drum Lessons account, and post in the comment section on the video on what you guys wanted to see next. And a lot of you guys said you'd like to see how to build a drum solo. A lot of you guys are building drum solos for talent shows, or if you're playing a band and you're gigging and you wanted some ideas on what you could do and how to build a big drum solo.
Yeah.
Now, I brought Dave in here today. For you guys who don't know Dave Atkinson, he plays in a band locally here, and he plays out a lot live. And so you done some pretty big drum solos before, hey?
Yeah. So even small 30-second, 40-second solos all the way up to 5-minute solos. So, yeah.
And so for you, like, what do you think is important about building a drum solo?
Ooh, pacing is one of the most important things. Pacing.
What does that
making
mean?
Sure that you don't do all your chops right away and start too fast, because if you have if you start right away going as fast as you possibly can, you have nowhere to take the solo to, and people will get bored right away.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things that I find that's one of the most important, at least. So
cool. Okay, so what I wanted to teach you guys here is I want to just draw a simple little diagram on what I think is a good drum solo. And this isn't like a definitive thing. Everything is subjective. So it's not like your solo has to fit into this box. Your solo should be you. Whatever your style and your drumming is, that's your solo should be. But I'm just going to kind of give you a tip on how I think it should start and how I think it should end, and as far as intensity or energy levels. And so basically, here's what I want to do. I want to draw a diagram, and I'll make sure you guys can see this here. Just let me draw it. Okay, so I don't know if you guys see that. There's a simple diagram. Okay, you see, this is where we start, and this is where you end, and this is a timeline, and this measures levels of intensity. So we start low, we get high, and then we come back down. Okay, and what this will do is it builds. This is what's building intensity. So as far as like if you read a book, a good book, it won't start out and you won't read the last page first, otherwise that'll completely ruin it for you. So you want to start out and you want to build the characters. You want to get people interested in the book. You know how people always say they can't put the book down because it's so interesting. So you start here and then you just build it up and slowly build it up until you reach the top. And right at the top here, that's when everything goes wrong or everything goes right in the book, whatever book you're writing. If you write a good book, you know what I'm talking about. And then what you do is you just bring it down and you add closure. And so here, you can kind of keep it up, and then maybe if you want to end it here as well, you don't have to bring it all the way back down. But definitely just think of this when you're soloing. Think of this just simple little diagram that measures intensity or energy. And it'll seriously help you a lot. And so basically what I'm going to do is I just wanted to quickly demonstrate a drum solo, and I'm going to do a drum solo on building an ostinato. And an ostinato is basically an underlying pattern that flows throughout the whole solo. So the ostinato pattern I'm going to use is just a bossa nova kick drum pattern, or a samba kick drum pattern, which is something like this. Okay, so that's a simple pattern I'm going to use throughout the whole solo. And my feet will generally never change throughout there.
That gives the listener something to, keep them interested in, something to actually give them some sort of reference to.
Yeah.
A lot of times I see soloists that will kind of switch time signatures or change the tempo type of thing, and it actually takes away from it because all of a sudden it breaks it apart. So that keeps it like an underlying pulse.
Yeah, because if you're playing a big show, you'll notice a lot of times people clap along with the drum solo. You know, a lot of times the drummer will do quarter notes or do something like an ostinato pattern, which just keeps the solo moving.
Yeah.
And you can still build on that, right? It can just start relatively quiet, and then that ostinato pattern can increase in volume, which will help increase the energy. So, you know, intensity or energy doesn't always mean more notes. It's just about you actually feeling it more and actually playing something that sounds to the listener sounds more intense.
Yeah.
And so, I'm just going to play a solo for you and just kind of observe, and then definitely take this ostinato pattern to your kit and try it right after this video. You know, especially if you're inspired, if you see it and you're like, yeah, I'd like to do something like that, then go to your kit right away and give it a try, because I think you'd be surprised at how easy it is. You know, just playing something simple. Don't worry about lots of notes. Just play something simple, like straight 16ths or straight 8th notes, and just move around the drums and increase the volume and then drop it off. And then if it's whatever it is, if it's 1 minute, if it's 3 minutes, if it's 5 minutes, if it's 30 minutes, whatever it is, just do it. But Dave, thanks for joining me. I know you didn't get to play much, but
No, but
the next secret lesson I got, and here's the question. The question I want to ask you guys today. The next secret lesson is, what do you want Dave to teach in the next secret lesson?
Okay.
Okay. So
Sure.
leave your comments. I'm gonna be sitting in that chair next time. Dave is a double bass expert as far as I'm concerned. He has some of those, and you do play in a lot of bigger rock shows, and so he definitely has some chops that he can show you guys. So leave your lesson idea in there. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, okay? Facebook.com/free.drum.lessons. This lesson was actually taken from a couple people there and then a couple people in the comments. So,
Cool.
yeah, I'm going to play this drum solo now.
Play us a solo.
Hope you guys enjoy it, and then get to your kit and practice.
See you later.